Tease it.
Hi, welcome to the 18th Feminism podcast. We kind of skipped last week because something horrible happened and it was really bad. And then
it was because I wasn't here.
Yeah, it was because we and Ali were here. No, what happened was we did it. We nicely recorded it. We covered all the contemporary issues that we were supposed to cover, and then Shadi's didn't export properly, and he didn't realise, and he deleted the original. So we literally had no audio from Shadi.
Oh dear!
Technical difficulties.
Yep.
And I'm actually here for the episode.
Yay!
So am I.
Ali's birthday episode is kind of nowhere near her birthday.
No, not at all. It's like 2 weeks after.
We tried.
And now my birthday has happened since then as well.
Oh,
happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
I felt bad because I got the notification on Skype for it, and I was like, okay, I gotta tell Amy happy birthday. And then, like, it was, like, early in the morning when I saw it, and then I completely forgot. So, happy birthday!
I think
It's okay. I had a family member tell me happy birthday like 2 days later. And I was like,
Oh.
I think I remembered to tell you. Thanks for the Skype
Yeah,
notification.
well, Michael's the only good friend here.
God
apparently.
bless Skype.
Clearly.
I didn't say happy birthday to Ali either because I was in France and I felt really horrible.
It was really funny because everybody told me happy birthday the day before because Skype fucked up and put the 13th, not the 14th as my birthday. So, it was Michael, it was Austin, I forgot, one of my friends that I hadn't talked to in a while was like, happy birthday! And I was like, what? And then they were like, your birthday! And then fucking my friend Jane was talking to me and she's like, your birthday's not today. I'm like, why are you telling me this? I know this. She's like, Skype is saying it's today. And I was like, what? And I went and hit the 13th. And I had to go on all of the devices I had Skype on to change it.
Oh,
ridiculous.
See, actually, that's just your way of telling who's your real friends.
Yeah.
yeah, I got a notification and I was just like, no, because Ali's birthday is the date of the podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
So I didn't make the connection. So, it was your birthday, Ali. You had birthday shenanigans, I hope.
I had many birthday shenanigans. I had a thing planned where because we were supposed to have a party before to celebrate, like, a group birthday, because everybody's birthday's in the summer. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to just have, like, one big-ass, like, party. And I told my friends...
Sorry, I'm just picturing a big-ass party.
Jesus Christ.
Pictures of butts everywhere.
Speaking of pictures of butts, I've got like a whole grid of clip art butts on my door, on the back of my door. It's beautiful.
What?
But to continue.
What?
I'll take a picture and show you in a bit.
What? I don't know. There's just... I've never heard anybody ever say that before. That's awesome, though. Butts.
I'm going to take a picture of it and then I'll show you afterwards.
Yes, please. Okay, so then... No, but then I told my friends, I was like, okay, there's this one game that I can't play without losing my temper, which is Super Mario Sunshine. Mm-hmm. And I've seen other people lose their temper over it. So I'm like, okay, this is the deal. If I play this and I lose my temper, everybody gets free pizza.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, and like there's a pizzeria called Little Caesars where the pizzas are only like $5 each. So I had about $15 left on my card, so I was like, this is enough for everybody. So we got the game, and we started playing it. There's these levels that they have that are, like, in the middle of space where you don't have the little jetpack water thing that you usually have to fly around everywhere. So it's really easy to die, and then you get put to the beginning of the level, and those levels are really frustrating. And it was really funny because I have never done that specific level in one try. So we had, like, about maybe 6 or 7 people all watching anxiously. Nobody said a word. And I got to about almost the end where I had to get the star. There was, like, this little turny thing that you can easily just walk right off of and just die in the middle of space. and I freaking backflipped off of it, back onto the spinny thingy, back onto the sand, and it was like we won the World Cup. Everybody was screaming. It was ridiculous. It was so loud, and I have the video somewhere. I was gonna post it up, but I'm waiting for my friend to give it to me so that I can, and for a new editing program so I can fix it up. But it was so funny. And then I ended up getting them the pizza anyways, because I wasn't just gonna be like, hey, let me have my birthday party here and then you have to pay for everything, because like that's just a dick move. So then I got them the pizza anyways, and we had a lot of fun.
Aww.
Sounds
Yeah.
nice.
I'm glad you had a good birthday.
How about you, Amy? Did you
Yeah.
have any birthday shenanigans?
We got pizza and had alcohol and played Mario Kart, and I have never played Mario Kart so badly in my life.
I'm
I did the same thing. We played it on the DS. It was terrible.
No, I deliberately went, I'm really good at Rainbow Road. I'm
Oh.
really good at Rainbow Road.
Yes.
I hadn't even had much to drink. I played Rainbow Road and I came like 11th, and I was just disgusted at myself
Oh no.
Did you fall off at any point?
so many times.
See, I thought I was good at Rainbow Road. I can do it on the DS, and I can do it on the Wii if I've got the steering wheel.
Yeah.
But I went over to Jules's last time, and they had it, and we were like, "Oh my god, let's play Mario Kart!" And I was like, "I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game." I hadn't played it in like 3 years or something. I was crap. I was
no.
so bad. And Jules came first in everything, and he was like, "I thought you said you were good at this." And I was like, "I hate you. I hate you so much." It was awful.
God.
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
We almost played Monopoly.
No.
We can either play Monopoly or Mario Kart. Either way, our friendships end today.
Why would you play Monopoly?
Did you know that in
I don't know.
that like one of the rules of Monopoly is that if you land on a property and you don't buy it, it's supposed to go up for auction.
Yep.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I never played that like that.
I
Well,
never
but-
played it like that. I knew it was a thing, but I was like, nah.
I only
Monopoly's
played
too long
Monopoly, like,
anyway.
once.
Who's fiddling with something?
Oh shit! It's my microphone against my button. Oh fuck!
I was sitting here like I
Hold
did
on.
not realize that I was that loud. And it was
Hang
real
on, hang on, let me take my jumper off, because that's gonna be a problem.
True,
We
you
solved the
framed
mystery
me.
noise this week, Michael, other than like the mystery noise from 2 weeks ago where there was drumming in my house.
Yes. I don't know what that
Right.
was about.
Is that better?
Oh my
I don't
God.
know what it was. I still don't know.
Is that better now? Can you not hear it?
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, it
okay
was my
now.
microphone against my button. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. Well, I can hear just like this loud chinking sound, and I'm like, is someone fiddling? What's going on?
No.
At least we resolved it this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rather
What
than
were we talking about?
the mystery,
Monopoly,
the
weren't we?
mystery drumming.
I mean, if you were hearing mysterious drumming, then how do you know you weren't subjected to Jumanji?
Oh.
Actually, I thought it might be the master kind of thing from Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's the first thought I had.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it
Come
was
the
just
drums,
like,
here come the drums.
yeah, I don't know what it was. I kind of went and had a look around my house afterwards. I'm like, no noises anywhere.
Did anybody ever see that video of the guy who had the rhythmic washing machine?
Yes.
No?
yes, I saw
Oh my
that.
God.
What the fuck?
It was the greatest thing ever. You need to see a room. It's so great. It's so funny. He's just like, so, I'm downstairs and I hear this, and he goes and the washing machine is like on beat. It's got like a beat in it or something. And whatever he was washing was just making this awesome rhythm. It was incredible.
cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did it not make did it not make like the noise like the tune of Jumanji, or am I? thinking
Yeah,
something
somebody
else?
had reblogged it on Tumblr and added the picture of Jumanji on top of the washing machine. Like badly edited on top. It was glorious. Oh gosh.
How did we get onto this conversation topic? I thought we were talking about Monopoly.
Yeah, we went
Well,
from
no,
like
no, but you don't know. But just to stay on washing machines, you don't know the frustration of like washing your clothes, and then like you come into you just like come into the washing room for whatever reason, and then you see like your keys or your wallet spinning round in the washing machine, and you don't know the frustration of the kind of washing machine that doesn't allow you to open it until it's done.
oh yeah.
The uni ones. The worst one was when Okay, the headphones that I tried after when Skype decided to not work for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I changed my headphones. The headphones that I changed them to are the ones that went through the washing machine at uni. And then, because I hadn't realised they were in my coat pocket, and I then put them in a bag of rice, and then I put the rice on the radiator, and it melted them, and now they're melted, but still work better than they did. Yeah, they're really, they're,
That's pretty impressive, to be honest.
I'm crap, basically. I think they went through the tumble dryer as well, before I put them in the rice.
Oh my god. No, like, the other day I looked and my keys were just spinning around in the washing machine. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and get those out. And then it wouldn't, like, I stopped the machine and I tried to open the door and it was like, nope. So then I literally turned it off at the wall.
Oh my
waited
god.
for 30 seconds, turned it back in again, turned it back on again. It's like, nope, I'm still locked.
Oh my
I was like,
god.
fine, fuck you, finish your wash.
I think the worst part of it is whenever you get any sort of metals and then you don't realize that they're being washed until when they're in the dryer, and then you get them out and you burn your hand when you're trying to get them out. That's the
Oh.
worst.
Yeah, see, at least I could see it spinning around in the washing machine, so I knew not to put it in the dryer.
You can't see them at uni. You can't see them. The doors
No,
haven't got
yeah,
the little
watch the
windows
The
in.
clothes. It sucks.
Rip headphones.
Except you're using them, so not exactly.
So not entirely rip.
They're not being used at the moment. They're sat very sadly in a pile on my floor.
R.I.P. in peace.
In pieces.
For some reason, Janelle finds that the funniest shit on the planet.
What,
It's
rip
pretty
in
funny.
peace?
I just want
Yeah.
that on my gravestone, just to say R.I.P. in peace.
Oh my god. There should be like a trend of people who get that on their gravestone, and then their people are like super confused, like what's going. Oh my god! It's totally random, but I didn't tell you guys what I got on my birthday cake, did I?
No.
No.
I got Congration. You done it.
Oh my god!
I saw it on the internet, and I was like, I have to get this on my cake. I was gonna get it for my graduation, but then I was like, no, I have to get this on my birthday cake because I have the opportunity now, and I'm doing it.
It looks. It reminds me of Cake Rex.
Cake what?
Cake Rex.
Rex.
It's a great website full of just like shit that, you know, professional bakers, your cake decorators, they have the things that they want written on it, and then like things like in sparkles, but instead of doing the actual sparkles, they write the in sparkles and stuff, and it's hilarious. I'll link it because I found it so funny. Yeah.
Have you been watching The Great British Bake
Oh,
I was about to say.
oh my god! Don't get me started.
It's been a very sabotagey bake off this year.
Oh my
A
god!
scandal on level of the Great Custard Fest.
It was worse. It was worse than Custard Gate. Oh my god!
It was worse than Custard Gate.
I never thought in my life that I would see a 70-year-old woman as such an evil piece of work, and then the Great British Bake Off happened, and I was like, no, Diana, don't. It's not even Diana, it's Diane.
Yeah.
I'm so angry I can't say her name right.
Michael,
Yeah.
you know what I just realized?
What?
We haven't introduced ourselves.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, I'm the best host in the world, ever.
It's been 2 weeks. We haven't done this in 2 weeks. It's easy to lose track.
Okay, I'm Michael. This is Ali.
Hi.
This is Amy.
Hello.
This is Rue.
We're like almost 20 minutes in. We're just introducing ourselves. If you're just tuning in, this is who we are.
Anyway, back to the great ice cream cake sabotage
Oh
of
my
2014.
I went to find Sue Perkins' tweet on it because it was my favourite comment on it was, in hindsight, I like to think of Ian's Alaska as less of a dessert and more of a metaphor for global warming.
But then again, did you see her tweet afterwards? She was like, it was literally out of the fridge for 40 seconds. That's not enough to melt it. And I was like, well then, either that's a lie and is damage control, or that editing is very, very questionable.
I think the guy himself did say that it wasn't edited very well. Like,
Yeah.
apparently the editing made it worse or whatever. It just wasn't it wasn't like they edited it well.
But whilst we were gushing about it, we didn't actually explain what happened.
Yeah.
So they had
Yeah,
to.
I was kind of sitting here kind of clueless, like, let me just laugh along because this sounds funny.
If you're American,
Okay, so what happened was they had to make a baked Alaska cake, and I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a cake with ice cream inside, basically.
and it's got
It was a very hot
meringue.
day. Well, very hot for Britain anyway. It was about 30 degrees.
Wow.
Which is actually illegal in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
the
hot. in
sun
the
was
UK.
under
So,
arrest.
so everyone was panicking because the ice cream was melting all over the place. So they were refrigerating, well, they were putting it in the freezer and that, obviously. But then someone took Ian's out of the freezer and put it on the side. A nice looking old lady.
Oh my god, she looked so sweet. This is the thing, and I'd liked her before now because she was a bit kind of, I don't know, everything was quite homemade. Well, everything's homemade, but like she had that kind of grandma
Well, she has the,
type
you know, she has the
quality.
Becky grandma look.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Right.
so obviously his cake, it looked. They said afterwards that it was only out of the freezer for like 40 seconds.
I call bullshit.
But the way that they edited it made it look like it had been out for a long time, and then the
Right.
cake was completely melted. So I guess maybe it hadn't set in the first place. But anyway, it was totally melted. So he lost his temper and binned it, and then got chucked out of the competition.
And
Spoilers.
then they made him present the bin.
No, he chose to present the bin. He just took the bin up, and my mum and I were sat there going, "Oh my god, he's not. He's taking the fucking bin up with him. No."
God.
But like, it was just. But the thing that got me was, even if it had been out for like that tiny period of time, she still didn't tell him. She didn't move it to another fridge, and she didn't like say sorry or say what happened.
Yeah, that could have been out for ages.
And,
before
like-
we
Yeah.
noticed.
She should have said something. You don't just take someone's ice cream out of the freezer when you're in a competition and it's like
And it
30
was like-
degrees
it was
in a
like-
tent.
Yeah, and it was like rubbing salt in the wound when they went up and said how great hers was.
Yeah, and they were like, they
That
went,
is
"You should walk
sabotage.
away with your head held high." And me and my mum went, "No, walk with it low." We were so angry.
That was the
That-
mic.
That is straight up.
I get really passionate about Bake Off.
They were saying that like this show, like the people running it didn't do a very good job because like they had 5 fridge.
Yeah, and
freezers
2
or
of them
whatever, between,
broke.
Like all of them, and 2 of them broke the day before and hadn't been fixed by the day when they needed them for ice cream.
Right.
So shouldn't have or if you're going to take it out, you should say, "Hey, look, I'm just taking this out because there's no room. You need to put it in another freezer." Or, you know, she could have put it in another freezer herself, but she didn't. And what I don't understand is why Ian didn't say, "She took my ice cream out of the freezer." Why?
I guess because
Yeah.
it was out. I guess because they're telling the truth and like it wasn't out for a very long period of time.
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah. Either that, or he was just handling it very gracefully.
But
Where were they doing all of the cake
it's
stuff?
in this kind of big tent type thing. And it's like all properly equipped and everything. But you can imagine that when it gets hot, it will get very, very hot inside
yeah.
this tent as well.
Okay.
How much do you like Martha though? I love Martha.
She's so sweet. Oh my god, I love her. My favourite though, is Richard, or also Norman, and also Kate.
I like the builder because he's always got his.
That's
pencil behind him.
Richard.
Yeah,
he's my
great.
ultimate favourite, along with
And
Norman, the old
I
guy.
also like the dude who's the graphic designer because he does some really cool stuff.
His dragon gingerbread was incredible.
I know.
I like
Oh, that
the,
sounds awesome.
the cowboys,
That was Ian.
and, the cowboys gingerbread.
It
was
was
really
so
cool.
good.
Cactuses and
The
stuff.
only the one that I didn't really like, apart from the wicked old lady now, left last week. I can't remember his name, but he just.
Oh,
just
Jordan. Oh god, he gave me the creepiest vibes.
Didn't he give you MRA vibes? Like,
Yeah.
super hardcore.
When he did the kawaii
Oh, no.
Swiss roll, I was like,
Oh, didn't
"Oh,
he
we
do, like,
might
didn't
have
he
a
do, like,
weeaboo."
Japanese-inspired something.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't even pronounce any of it right. And then
They didn't spell kawaii right either, to be fair.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I was kind of like, oh, I feel really creeped out. And me and my sister were sat there like, oh.
I think Diana's left though.
Yeah,
After
I read that.
Ice
But
Cream Gate.
You reckon she left?
No, she
Apparently,
has,
she
yeah, I think.
did, but it was apparently due to. It wasn't related to that. It was to do with her health.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
bollock
she
to
says.
that.
I think
I
she
bet
lost. Apparently, she lost her sense of taste and smell.
Oh, I guess it must have been
Oh,
that she left for that,
no.
because obviously the
This hasn't
backlash wouldn't have affected the filming, would it? So,
no, because it's only now because they filmed it ages ago when it was
Yeah.
Yeah,
sunny and
that's
not
what
raining.
I thought, but then the way some
Yeah.
people were talking about it was like it just happened. But it was weird.
Yeah, no, because the filming wouldn't have been affected. So,
But you know that Howard, the guy that did the custard gate, he's on the extra slice tonight. So I'd love to see what he has to say about the whole ice cream thing.
for those who don't know, Custard Gate was last year when someone stole someone else's custard, but it was an accident.
This show is so ridiculous when you think about it. It's so white middle class. It's people fucking baking.
I love it though. It's one of my favourite shows.
It's incredible.
Probably got so inflamed by it all. I remember Custard Gate, and now it's like Ice Cream Gate.
I just found Custard Gate hilarious because it's such an innocent mistake, whereas this one looked less innocent. But the hashtags like justice for Ian, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
I just remember during like the custard thing it was just the way that people would say, or was it in the program that they just went, yes, so and so used my custard.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then they rated his custard as her custard and her custard as his custard. I was just like, this is ridiculous.
Wasn't his custard kind of shitty as well?
Yeah.
So she kind of did him a favour, really.
Oh, the fucking
It
show.
was such a big deal made out of it, and it was like, it's just custard.
Oh god, Britain is such a weird country when you think
honest,
about it. We have a reality show about baking.
No, it's the best reality show ever. It's my favourite show. Like,
It's-
Doctor Who used to be my favourite show.
No,
You
it's
know
my
how I
favourite
feel
show as well. I know where you're coming from, Michael.
Yeah.
Every time it comes round, I'm like, what did I do before?
See, I like Bake Off, but I really like the sewing
That was
program.
good. Great British Sewing Bee.
No, I love the Bake Off. I look forward to it every year.
Same. I don't know what I do with my time until it comes round again. I sit there
Every
like
Wednesday night, I'm like, hell yeah, British Bake Off time.
my favourite's always gonna be James from the series 3 or whatever, with his Scottish and his jumpers and his beard.
I like how there's like a scandal in every single one.
It's beautiful.
Like there was one of them, like I was doing some trivia thing, and it was like, what happened in season blah of the Break Off, of the Great British Bake Off that scandalised the nation. Apparently there was like a penis of him.
Oh my god! It was the squirrel nuts.
Yes, the
Huge
squirrel.
squirrel nuts.
Yes.
I remember this.
Oh no, hold on, enlighten me on this. I need to hear this.
In the background of
Basically-
like, one of the shots, there was just like this really ballsy squirrel. It was like,
I saw the video on YouTube. We should find it in the link dump. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
But like the fact that it apparently influenced British public enough that it's part of a trivia question.
Oh god.
The squirrel nuts.
We're gonna have to spoil it, put spoiler warnings for this, because I've got a friend who's in Australia and I think she listens to the podcast, and she can't see it till she gets back on the 3rd, and she was like, if you spoil Bake Off for me, anyone, I will hate you forever. And I was
I'm gonna feel like a right prick putting spoilers for the Great British Bake Off on.
do it anyway. Just say it was
Justice
me.
for Ian is worldwide.
Oh,
Justice for
goodness.
Ian is worldwide. If it has not reached Australia already, that's a travesty.
Honestly, your baking shows sound a lot more exciting than the ones we have here, because we have a lot. We have like all sorts of cake shows, cake related shows, any sort of like bake offs, anything like that, and they're just I don't know. They don't sound as exciting as yours does.
Alex, should I try and find you a link? I'll try and find you the link for the series and everything, and you can watch it.
The thing is that it's because like, you know, I've watched some cooking shows in America, and they're all very dramatic. But but in the Great British Bake Off, it's generally very nice. Like, everyone's really nice to each other.
Yeah, they seem to be really good friends, and it's really cute. Like, they're always supporting each other and being like, "Oh, well done, you did really great." And it's like, oh.
Though I'm sure I see hatred in their beady little eyes. But anyway,
only Diane's, only Diane's.
I'm pretty sure if we go back and look through the previous episodes of this, there'll just be fire and Diane.
So, like, when anything happens, because it's such a nice show, when anything happens, it, like, really blows up.
Yeah.
Like, there's one per season.
Rue, if that video doesn't exist, I'm going to make it exist.
I know exactly. I was thinking about it. I was going, has anyone done this yet? Because I want it.
Well, the music plays, it zooms in on her face, and there's fire behind her eyes.
I'm so sorry to any American or Canadian or anywhere else listeners.
You're missing out if you don't get Bake Off. I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, but I'm just so sorry because, like, we're all British and we're just sitting here like.
Apart from Ali, poor Ali.
But the way we're talking about it, it sounds like it's one ridiculous thing.
It is. It's so silly.
Gate, ice cream gate, justice for Ian.
Oh goodness.
So bizarre.
Yeah, actually, we just made up the Great British Bake Off.
It's a joke that all three of us are in on. Oh my god, I'm crying.
This has been an experience for like the last 15 minutes.
Welcome to Britain.
Oi, it's 9 bong!
Oh, that's still a thing that Michael does.
I know, I do as well.
The bong too.
We all count the bongs. No, but we do it though.
Yeah, I think I just do it because of that Tumblr post now.
No, I always count the bongs. Like, because we have a church tower in the middle of Bodmin, so I'm just like, so the church tower goes on, like, bong, bong, bong.
Oh dear.
Counting the bongs.
Counting the bongs.
Too many bongs. Michael, slow down. Stop blazing. It's too hard.
I used to be a bell ringer.
Oh,
What?
I used to be a bell ringer.
did you really?
Really?
Yeah. when I was
That's
a
so
kid.
cool.
I used to make the bongs happen. I am one with the bongs.
Bong bringer.
That's something that you would put in your resume. I used to make the bongs happen.
Michael, I'm really sad that you don't text me. You know, when I'm late for stuff, I expect you to text me, and instead you Facebook message me now. And I
knew you were online because you're on Tumblr.
Oh, but I wanted you to do the thing so your text tone goes off.
Oh, you have the text tone set.
Yeah, I do. Of course I do.
I'm so happy.
The new one can just be me going bong.
Yeah, I want the new one, just Michael going bong. That's it.
Oh my god.
I think this podcast should be the Great British Podcast.
Okay, so it is done. I'll make a note
so
to back.
long. Happy birthday, Ali. You
Great
never had your chance.
British podcast.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
I've written it down.
Beautiful. Can you please,
Any-
instead of
any other-
your logo,
Mhm.
can someone do it so it's the British flag?
In the background.
I don't
And
know.
then in the intro, instead of it being
Du-
the
du- du- du-
season
du-
song,
Oh, wait, that's the wrong
it's
thing.
the theme
I
of your
fucked
national
up our
theme.
national anthem! It's in America!
I think we should do it.
Oh my god, yes, this needs to happen.
God Save the Queen is so boring. I did the number.
I know the bloody American national anthem better than God Save the Queen.
That's not the national anthem.
What is it then?
What?
What is it?
That was the Here Comes the President song. Our,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
like,
da, da,
oh, say,
da,
yeah.
da, 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 da,
What?
da, da, da,
Don't even like the Queen.
The Scotland one's very, very. It's just quite sad.
Oh.
It's like, well, the Scotland one is basically like, oh man, we're gonna be better again one day.
It's when you get independence.
Oh, don't. Oh, do not.
I have friends who want independence, and I'm just like, don't understand, but okay, whatever you say.
Mostly, I'm
Shout out
really
to
kind
Jack.
of
Hey.
about it.
It's just so ridiculous. It's like, why? Why?
I feel my friend Jack keeps
I get-
asking to be on the podcast.
I
was
get
like-
really fed up of the whole independence thing because, like all political campaigns, it's tit for tat and he said, she said sort of thing.
But why?
And it's like, all I want is actual facts to know whether I am better off, and people in my country are better off in the UK or out of the UK, and no one can give me that, and all of the debates are just like children yelling at each other.
Oh.
I can't see how Scotland would be better off.
It's a dangerous stance to take, Michael.
I feel like at some point,
No, I mean, what I'm just saying is that it's like Scotland does get a lot of money for being part of the UK, and like part of the UK is that obviously they get all of this. They get the financial backing of being in the UK.
Yeah.
And it's like the fees alone for having to support your own education.
Yes,
Especially considering like that education in Scotland is greatly subsidised, so
I
Oh, no,
started a dangerous
my course-
conversation here.
My course is for free. I do not pay any fees to my university.
exactly. So just like
And I
just
love
those
that,
alone.
and I'm kind of like, I don't want to risk losing that. But then I've got the SNP that are like, oh, you'll lose it if we stay with the UK. That's gone.
Oh.
And it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's threatening from both sides, and I literally will go on Facebook in the morning, I follow a lot of yes voters, I follow a lot of no voters, and I basically go on and you get that really bullying, condescending tone that people can get with politics. It's so draining, and I have got like another 3 weeks of it, 4 weeks, 3.
How long? How do you think it's swaying anyway?
I don't know, I feel like it could, I want to say, I think at this moment it would be a no vote, but I'm not sure because I feel like yes voters are more vocal about it.
Yeah, I've certainly seen more vocal stuff from like my friend Jack and my friend Becca. They're both very, and also my other friend Jules, and they're very kind of like, yes, we have to do this. I'm very, very like strong in my beliefs that this is going to be better, and I see that way more than I see kind of people being strong about it, like not voting for it.
Yeah, I feel like it's because sorry, I have got a sore throat. I feel like it's because with people think that with voting yes, you've got everything to gain and nothing to lose, because we already feel like the UK is failing. But there's that sort of sense of security in that there's 3 other countries failing with you.
Well, I see. I take it. I take it. I mean, I don't know a massive amount about it with Scotland, although I am quite Scottish. I'm like 3/3 Scottish, but anyway. But like, I see it with kind of the same ideas that I see the UK wanting out of the EU.
Yeah.
I think it generally tends to be misinformed, and I think it's rooted more in xenophobia than anything else.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean-
I haven't seen any hard figures on it, so I think that's the way that you've got to
That's-
look at it.
The absolute worst part is like, I just want figures, I want to be informed, and it was like on the same day the SNP are like, you will be £1,000 better off if we are independent, and on the very same day the Better Together campaign are saying you will be like £1,400 better off staying with the UK. So what numbers are they working from where one of them, they each get the numbers they want, is kind of, it's that whole sort of political bias, and you
Okay.
can't really trust anything.
Well, you know, personally, if I were you, I'd look at the Liberals. What are the Liberals saying?
Oh, God knows. It's just really, it's like really stressful because it's like, I have a vote and I don't want to vote a way that I feel would be bad for people in my sort of situation. I feel like it's all well and good if you're rich and you can go, oh yeah, vote yes, because you're going to be rich anyway. And if Scotland goes to shit, you're so rich you can leave.
Well,
And
who's
that's
pushing
fine.
it? Who's pushing it? Is it like the Conservatives pushing it, or is it like
The SNP push for independence along with some members of other party. There's a strong support. There's quite a few Labour for yes people and also Green Party for yes. I've not seen any Conservative for yes people, but that might be because Scotland hates Conservatives, and pretty much like if you're a Conservative in Scotland, you know that there will not be ever be a full Conservative government in Scotland.
how does UKIP feel?
Oh well,
I mean,
yeah.
sorry.
We have. Well, I don't know. People in Scotland. There's a thing in Scotland where people seem to think that we are more accepting than England. We're not. It's just that I feel like in Scotland there's a lot more anti-Semitism whereas in England the racism is a thing, and it is a thing in Scotland, and there's no getting around it. But people like to pretend that racism is an English thing, and it's not. It's very much a Scottish thing as well. But Scotland did vote. There was a UKIP seat from Scotland for the EU.
Yeah,
And-
I'm just curious how UKIP feels about the independence thing.
Oh, I don't think they want. I think because UKIP lean towards Conservative, they want us to stay with stay with England. But I mean, I don't think I've heard a single UKIP voice in Scotland
Yeah.
on either side, because they're just not a big presence up here.
I don't think there should be a big
They
presence
exist.
anywhere, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, but
not.
I mean, I'm just using it as a baseline of whatever UKIP says. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all very complex, and I mean the major parties of the UK are better together, and it is better together. Well, I think it's supposed to be kind of run by whoever's leading Westminster, but because Scotland hates the Tories, it's led by a Labour representative,
Yeah.
Alistair Darling. So
Is he a darling
good
or
luck.
is he a bit of a knob?
he's a bit of a knob.
They always are, though.
But so's Alex Salmond. So
Yeah, but I mean, that's like saying who's better, David Cameron or Ed Miliband. Okay, Ed Miliband's better.
Yeah, I was going to say, there was silence from me because I was like, really?
yeah,
But I mean, it's kind of like rock and a hard place.
It's not. I
Yeah.
think a better question would be Nigel Farage or David Cameron, because both of them
David
are
Cameron.
pretty crap choices, really.
Yeah, but David Cameron's better than bloody UKIP.
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah,
Ugh. It's all very complex, and everyone up here has got an opinion, and I'm kind of just in that middle ground where I'm like, at this moment I would vote no, and I probably will vote no on the day, because I don't feel like I'm going to get hard facts that tell me this is why you should vote yes, and here's why you're secure in voting yes. So
Right.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, staying in the UK is like, that's your baseline, isn't it?
yeah, I suppose it's like 300 years of sort of, I don't know what the word, contingency. We've been with the UK since like 1707, technically, I think is the actual year we became union.
I think it was just a bad idea to ask for the vote anyway.
Yeah.
From a political standpoint, what it means is, like, if they do vote no, then
it completely polarizes a country.
that, and also it gives like England the guts to say, oh well, your people voted for what we want, so
Yeah. So the thing is, like, because I'm into like politics stuff, I feel like something that happened with the SNP getting power is that Alex Salmond always says we were voted for because the people want independence, but clearly that's not the case, because they should have the same proportion of people voting yes that voted for the SNP, and it's not the case. And I think the thing is, they are the closest to Labour without being Labour, and this was just after the recession. So it was a case of, we don't want to vote for Labour because we're broke, but we can't vote for the Conservatives, and also the Lib Dems are with the Conservatives in Westminster, so we can't vote for them either.
yeah.
politics confuses me.
Well, I mean, from what I've seen on the polling, it doesn't look like it's going to come out as a yes vote, but
Well, I agreed to go. I'm kind of thinking about going to a party at my university's union on like the day of the referendum, or it's like the referendum results day kind of thing. And I was kind of thinking about it, and the more I thought about it, it's like I don't want to be in a room of strongly opinionated yes and no voters when we find out what the result is.
Yeah.
they might riot, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. I mean, I don't think it'll be big upset because in a way you have to accept that the majority have voted for the way it turns out, but at the same time I'm like, I do not want to feel the backlash from this.
Look, I mean, if they get that upset about fucking FRT,
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're gonna.
we're really sorry about Wembley that once or twice.
It's alright.
We're
It's
not
not
that
like
sorry.
it's not like England are fucking better anyway. We're terrible for rioting as well.
Ali, what's going on in the US? You've
So
been
we're just
very
like-
quiet.
Yeah, we're just like, yay, fucking
I'm
Scotland.
so sorry
and
for
Great British.
rambling about
No. I
it's
mean,
cool.
honestly, like, I think the more I know about what goes on outside of my country, the better, because it's just a good, like, it's a good portion of education for me. I mean, obviously, I don't know, like, everything, and I don't know politicians' names or anything like that, but it's just good to get, like, that standpoint. It's really informative, honestly.
I think it's quite good as
So-
well because the majority
Yeah.
of stuff that happens on Tumblr tends to be US orientated, or
Yeah,
so I've
exactly.
seen, and so people don't tend to know what's going on in the UK or like other countries in comparison. So I think it's
Yeah.
kind of good sometimes to talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
in a way, the whole Scotland thing's gonna have an impact on like lots of other places. Like already, there's stuff in Spain because of Catalonia.
Catalonia.
Is the-
Or
Or Catalonia is the area in Spain that's really like a lot of people there are keeping a close eye on how Scotland goes because lots of people there want to be independent from Spain.
I'm not, I don't actually know how Northern Ireland feels about independence.
Yeah, I've not actually seen much from them.
Because you'd assume that they want that because, like, their country's split in half,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I can't imagine is very,
No. I mean,
The situation in Northern Ireland's equally complicated and it probably more so than in Scotland.
Yeah, I should really educate myself about it because, like, I don't really know much about Northern Ireland. It's not something that's ever come up in school, which is kind of a crime. in
yeah,
itself.
you'd think it would
Yeah.
come out more, but it tends to be very.
Yeah, it's very brushed over that parts of Britain became a war zone for a while in like even just like the 70s, 80s and 90s. It's like there are still soldiers in Northern Ireland, I think, that are stationed there, and that's just really weird that it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, Ireland happened, that's a thing. Now let's learn about other stuff.
I didn't even learn about it until I got into like university, and I only learned a bit about it in university because we were studying like the poets of the time.
Yeah.
Like we were studying poetry about the struggle, and that's it. That's all I've ever done about it. in
I don't
school,
think I've done anything.
We brushed over it during just because we did a thing in school about it was like immigration and emigration involving Scotland, and there was quite a lot of Irish immigration to Scotland,
Yeah.
especially during like, the 1800s, 1900s, and I've got quite a lot of like parts of my family go back to Ireland,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's the case for quite a lot of Scottish people, really. But you
it's
don't
just-
hear about much of the struggles.
No, it's really it's not good because there's no better flag of we're arseholes than not learning about it.
Yeah, it's a very ignorant thing not to learn about the fact that this stuff was happening.
And likewise, we don't learn much about India or anything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
history takes a very white-centric and let's ignore what happened over there, and if white people look bad for this and that, then let's kind of glaze over it.
Yeah.
I mean, we learn about America and stuff.
I didn't learn about America. I don't remember learning.
I did a A-level history, and we learned about America and that.
I did an A-level history, and I think I did Henry VIII, and then also Stalin, Mao, and Hitler.
Yeah, we did modern history, so it was America. I actually learned all the states, but I've forgotten them now.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, I'd like to see an American name all our counties.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
don't think
can't even
could
do that.
No.
No.
My favourite is Snowdonia in Wales.
Aw.
Just because it's awesome. It sounds
My
like...
favourite is Ayrshire in Scotland because it's the best.
I like
No,
Florida
no, guys,
in
no, guys.
America.
My favourite is Cornwall.
I don't know why I'm saying A because I don't actually live there, but I do uni there,
But-
so I'm gonna say A anyway.
Well, we in our school we did a bit on America, and that was about civil rights, and then we did some Scotland stuff about Scotland and World War Two. No, World War One, and then we did like immigration and emigration.
To be honest, I have no idea what Scotland did in World War One.
We were very involved. We were like, the way that they got Scottish soldiers was basically to be like, yeah, you're warriors, yeah, William Wallace, Robert the Brave, you're warriors, you should be on the front line. And Scottish people were like, yeah, we should.
Oh.
Oh, propaganda.
Oh, yeah. Well, most of Scotland's history, the whole idea of like fierce warriors and kilts and tartan and face paint is manufactured.
Is it true that you guys had dragons up there, or
Yeah, we still have them, but you're not allowed.
like we're not allowed into your unis?
You're all the people from How to Train Your Dragon, aren't you? It's all you guys.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Are you hiding Hiccup?
Somebody found the island on the map. Like, they actually found the place where they based off Burke.
That's so cool!
Like, it looks exactly like it and everything. And it initially, the images look like the place that Mr. Fredrickson landed his house on in Up. But then they showed an image from Burke and How to Train Your Dragon, and I was like, holy fuck, that's the place. It's like a tiny island, like, in the ocean, just off of the UK or Norway.
There are tears in my eyes. There are tears in my eyes if it's real. Oh
It
no!
was really, really cool, though, because that means that they went somewhere and they're like, yes, this fits. Let's use this place.
Oh, I want to go and visit.
And I wanted to talk about Silent Hill because
Oh,
there's a new
God.
Silent Hill game.
PT?
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
there's a new game, but there was a demo PT, and I watched. Why do you say his name? Markiplier?
Yeah.
Oh,
know what,
the one that did Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I watched him play it. Now, normally I can watch Markiplier do anything because the way that his voice is, he's got a really announcer voice, and
Yes.
it kills any scary for me
Yeah.
Yes.
because he just sounds like he's fucking narrating it.
Ooh.
But PT is so scary that I was still fucking like,
Oh, no.
oh, it was so bad. It was really creepy. There was something really creepy about it. It was really
Yeah.
well made. Super creepy.
I had a friend who was very worried that it wouldn't be as good, I think, because I can't remember why, but I think one of the things she said was stop making Pyramid Head spin-offs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't anything about Pyramid Head in there.
Oh, that's good. Because she was very worried that it wouldn't go right.
Well, I mean, PT, I don't know if you've watched the demo at all.
I haven't, I can't.
Nope.
Oh, it's super
Nope.
creepy. So what you're doing is you're in a house, and like you walk through the room, and then you go down the stairs, and then you're in the same hallway again, and you just do that and repeat.
Oh, weird.
But every time you do it, like stuff changes, and you have to and it's all governed by looking at stuff.
Yeah.
So like if you look in the right place, then you can move forward in the story.
Mm.
And then there's like a crying fetus in a sink.
Oh.
Oh.
And like that giggles and makes noises and cries, and then there's like a ghost woman who I guess is this fetus's mother, and then there's this radio that's talking about like how this guy killed his wife and then himself, and I guess maybe you're the guy, but anyway, so it's really creepy.
Oh, it sounds.
That sounds
I don't know.
horrible.
I didn't like the amnesia machine for pigs thing either. So it sounds just like one of those things that I just.
If you have issues with like, because like I can't do first person horror very well because it's like it's too immersive and it just
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't do any horror. I can do first person shooters. Like
Yeah, but I mean, no, it's really scary.
I only barely managed to watch Tobuscus play Amnesia. Like, only just barely, just because I had to have, like, the screen kind of scroll down halfway, and then just listening to him, because he didn't do the face cams at the time when that game
Yeah.
was out. So it was just listening to him, and I would have to watch him play the game. But I was so like, I want to know the storyline of this game because it seems interesting. But this game terrifies the fuck out of me because of the goddamn monster.
That was like was it Joel and Adam playing Last of Us? I could only watch the face cams and stuff because, or maybe it wasn't them, but did Gavin and Michael do it at one point?
Joel and Adam did Outlast, and
Oh,
Gavin
that-
and Michael have done one of Outlast.
That's the
Yeah,
one. That's the one.
That's why I was confused because I'm
Yeah,
like, the
sorry.
Last
I
of
was like,
Us isn't
yeah, I mean, the
scary.
zombies aren't that bad. The clickers are kind of creepy, but the zombies overall aren't that bad.
I fucked up. I meant Outlast, but I couldn't watch it. I had to have like face cams or have the screen scrolled down so I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Just affects me really badly.
I can watch Joel and Adam do scary stuff, and I can watch Gavin and Michael do scary stuff because I'm usually laughing at the way they react
Yeah.
Yeah.
to keep me from getting too involved.
I'm so upset that so many YouTubers did Five Nights at Freddy's. I had to unsubscribe from so many people because they chose to use one of the animatronic monsters as their screen capture thing on the
Oh,
preview
they
image.
were creepy.
No, see, I didn't find Five Nights at Freddy's that creepy.
I
mean,
did.
It was creepy. It was creepy, but I guess something about the repetitive game mechanic makes it wear off really quickly.
Yeah.
No, it's just everything. I could not look at anything with that game. It scared the living shit out of me so many times.
It's
And
like-
then like people made memes and they put GIFs and they didn't tag anything and there were audio posts and then the YouTubers started playing it and then I woke up crying 3 weeks in a row. It was
Aw.
terrible.
Oh, poor
I did not even watch anybody play it, and the images alone scared me that bad.
Do you know what scares me about that though? It's the fact that I've seen so many people like, oh, I want to fuck the animatronics. I'm like, why?
What?
I just like, no, there's this whole thing and it's
What?
like, I think it's like Dirty Five Nights at Freddy's confessions, and I was like,
Ew.
why?
Ew.
Why?
I can't know.
I just,
Yeah, I don't want to judge, but I'm judging.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think
Okay,
it just
I was
confused
gonna-
me because it's
what was
such
I gonna
like it creeped me out as a game, and I was just like, why would you want to? I don't understand, but you know, each
just-
their own.
I'm just, I'll stuff your suit rather than...
Oh, Michael! Michael!
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ!
No,
How-
but I got so scared from it. There's this episode of Regular Show where there are animatronic robots. They're like mobsters that they're supposed to fight in the episode. And this was before I had watched the episodes before Five Nights at Freddy's came out. And then after I knew that it existed, I was watching Regular Show. I was like, yeah, I like this episode. And then the robots came up. I'm like, nope. And I turned off the TV and I hid under my bed.
See,
It
the
was
regular
so
show
bad.
episode I don't like is that Hello Governor one with the car. Just
Hello, governor.
hello Governor. I was like, no.
Wait, is that the one with the taxi?
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Oh my god.
I don't like that.
was really bad. Oh, and the one where they were telling the Halloween stories where the wizard cursed Rigby as a house.
No.
And then, like, all sorts of really fucked up shit happened to all of them.
I love
That was
that. I love
fucking
that
horrible.
program though. It's so weird. It's
What?
That's
incredible.
how I feel with Gravity Falls right now. Like, Gravity Falls got really weird.
Oh, Gravity
Oh,
Falls is such a good cartoon.
I love it so much.
Somebody did a mashup with Gravity Falls and Five Nights at Freddy's with the little girl.
I saw
and the
that.
voices playing the game.
And then he brings out like a Hello Kitty suit, and she's like, ah!
Yeah. But let's be real for a minute. Like, if I had a job... Like, he doesn't even get paid anything. Like, well, he does get paid something, but it's hardly anything. But, like,
$4 an hour.
Wouldn't you just fucking leave?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would just be like, nope, bye.
Does it
Wait,
say
okay,
in
so
his
wait,
contract that he has to stay for 5 nights, or because
I need to know, what's the whole point of the game? Because I have not known anything about it besides that there are creepy animatronic robots in it.
you basically
so-
play as a
You're
security guard?
for 5 nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
It's a pizza parlor. It's a pizza parlor called Freddy's. It's kind of like
Right.
We don't have anything like it in the UK.
Yeah.
Like,
but I heard it's compared to like Chuck E. Cheese or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically you're just a security guard and you're just sitting there making sure that no one robs the place.
Okay.
So you're
Um,
actually to keep an eye on the animatronics, I think, is the point of it.
yeah.
And
Because they
the
won't pay for them
animatronics-
to be fixed.
And they
Yeah.
roam at night.
Yeah. And the thing is that if they see a human, they think that it's like an animatronic without their suit on, and that's not allowed, so they stuff you into a suit. But like, because the suits have like gears and stuff in the head, it's not ideal for life.
That was a lovely explanation. But like, I saw a video of like these animatronics in, not the actual ones from Five Nights at Freddy or whatever, but like ones in the actual restaurants that you guys have in the US, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would you choose to do this? And it's just such an odd concept because we have nothing like it, and they are terrifying.
They really are.
My favorite post about Five Nights at Freddy's that I've seen on Tumblr is one of them where like someone drew the security guard like in like a costume.
I know
and
which one you
one of them
mean.
just appears at the door and it's just like, hey.
Oh, you have a suit. We're going to Taco Bell's. Do you want anything?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And they just goes a soda.
I think my favourite one is like Freddy like appearing behind like the guy, and the guy like snaps his own neck because he doesn't want to do the suit, and then they're just like, and then that's like a happy birthday thing falls down and he's carrying a cake, and then they're just sweating. Like, oh no.
Oh.
See, I think Freddy's didn't scare me as much. I don't like the animatronics, but I don't think it scared me because there's not like a scary plot.
Yeah, I think it was just the jump part
scares.
Where they
I once you get past the jump scares though, it just gets old.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I was totally with Mark because Mark beat it on 2020 or whatever, and like he was doing it for ages, and it's like I felt, because it wasn't even scary, it just became routine.
Yeah. When he finished it though, and then the sixth night, and he was like, "Why is there a sixth night? Why?"
I saw there was something about like Pirate Cove that my friend was explaining to me the other day, and then somebody did a drawing of the fox, and I was really confused because I did not know it was from Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought it was that fox from that one like kind of claymation movie where it was like, did you guys ever see the gif of like the fox on the motorcycle with another like animal behind him, and he kind of just raised his fist in the air, and then there's like a wolf fox thing in the distance, and it raised its fists back at him?
No.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I recognize the fox.
Yeah,
which is weird,
it just.
but I just can't place why or whether it's that I know it from. But it's that design of fox.
He's in your dreams.
No.
Do not.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding. You know I'm joking.
It sucks because I'm the last one to go to bed at night, so like I would have to turn on all of the lights in my house just to make sure that everything.
Oh,
is
Ali,
okay
I'm
before I
sorry.
go get ready.
Ali, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay because I was like, okay, I gotta do a thing to not be scared. I'm going to watch anime every night so I can go to sleep.
Have
Have you watched the bike anime yet? Sorry.
The voice things that people have been doing though, like they've been voice acting the animatronics.
No.
I've seen
They're
it.
super
I have
creepy.
never clicked
Oh,
play.
God.
No, it's just like creepy animatronics, and then in the background it's whispering stuff like "No escape."
Oh. Ali. Ali. Ali.
I feel bad. I feel like we're scaring Ali.
Ali, if you want to watch really cute anime, watch the bike anime because it's all about friendship and being the best you that you can be, and it's really cute. So watch that. Do the bike anime.
Oh my god, that really scared me.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, that was terrible.
Ali, watch the bike anime. It's about friendship.
I know. I've been marathoning because I decided to restart a roleplay with one of my old friends, and it's Yu Yu Hakusho based. So I decided to start marathoning that again because I haven't seen it in years. So that was what's getting me by.
High five, Ali. I've just restarted a roleplay as well. Except I don't do fandom roleplay, so it's all original characters. But it's a zombie apocalypse roleplay.
Cool.
Ooh,
With
I've
werewolves
always
and
wanted to do a zombie AU and nobody wants to do it with me.
Zombies.
I've always thought about it, and one of my friends, the person I roleplay with the most, it just doesn't do zombies, except for in the flesh. She won't.
Is
do
that
zombies.
good?
I love
Because
it
I
in the flesh. Oh,
I
it's
keep
really
meaning
good.
to watch it.
I did a whole
Yeah.
review on it because I was so happy with it because it's really good.
Is it?
Aw.
Yeah.
I need to watch it because I've heard lots of good things. My friend really, really likes it, and I'm
Oh,
like,
it's so good because it's obviously all a metaphor for like homophobia, racism, and everything. But the great thing about it is it's not just like dealing with like that. There's also a gay. Well, he's not gay; he's pansexual, I think. But there's also a queer character in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
With gay relationships and stuff like that. And
I
it's
was
just, like,
I was really happy that Janelle started watching it because I know that you started talking really good about that show. So I was like, yes, this is highly recommended. Keep watching. I'll give you the link so you can find and watch.
Because it's all about like prejudice and everything like that. But I really like shows where like they have a metaphor for prejudice, but then they actually deal with those issues in the show as well. Like there's the main character committed suicide. That's how he died. And so, like, there's the whole, like, depression, and, like, there's because he and his best friend were, like, in love, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then there was the homophobia around that, and then obviously they came back as zombies, and that was the whole thing as well, so it's really good.
Did you see the thing that was like someone worked out that when Kieran liked Rick and he gave him a mixtape, he'd have been like 14, and the popular songs at that point, and someone was just like, I bet that S Club 7 was on that mixtape.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I love S Club 7.
There ain't no party like an S Club party.
Oh my god, I grew up with S Club. That was my shit. I love S Club so much. That was everything that I listened to after NSYNC wasn't that popular.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
I forget how big S Club 7 were. Like, they had their own TV series.
I know.
Oh, S Club 7.
There was also S Club Juniors as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Oh man, never forget.
That one I didn't hear about until I went to Wikipedia and I saw that it was a thing, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
Yeah, I only remember this song they sang Puppy Love. That's the only thing I can remember.
Do you guys remember Spice Girls?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spice Girls.
There's like there's like 90s related text posts resurfacing recently, and like early 2000s ones, and there's like stuff on like Smash Mouth and some Spice Girl lyrics, and it's just really
I still
shit.
listen to Smash Mouth sometimes.
Same. Do you know what I saw though?
Somebody
Talking of like
once told
90s text posts, someone I saw like made this post, and it was like, "Oh, I wish I'd been born in the 90s when this and this was played on the radio," and I was like, "What? Pardon?
What?
Why? We had dial-up. What? Huh?" And I was just like, why would you? Why would you want to be?
We didn't have a choice. Dial-up. We were stuck with dial-up until like faster internet finally.
Exactly. And I was like, why?
Yeah, you really don't want to go back to a. You
can't be on the phone and the internet at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to any period in time. All periods in time are awful.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Now
I'm
is
just like, do you
awful.
remember like 30 seconds to load a Neopets page?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. God.
But see, the thing
Bleak
is, like, I don't get
times.
the whole wishing to be born in another era because music, and then it's like we have this wonderful thing called the internet. Where most songs are
where
on
you
it
can
anyway.
listen to the music from back then.
The other thing we have is it's slightly more progressive. Like,
I wouldn't mind visiting, but I wouldn't want to live there.
yeah.
I like because that's what people are always saying. It's like, you like the aesthetic. You don't want to be back in the actual time.
Yeah.
You like the aesthetic. And it's like, I think about that and I'm like, I really liked 90s fashion, but like modernized kind of. Like, I'm really glad that high-waisted pants made a comeback because I fucking love them. They're great. I love them and I want to wear them all the time.
The only thing that I love is plaid or plaid.
Oh, yes.
See, I thought it was said plaid and not plaid, and everyone's like, what are you talking about, Rude? Do you mean plaid? And I'm like, no, I meant plaid, but whatever, sure, fine.
Yeah. I get corrected on that all the time. I say that to my sister, she's like, plaid. I'm like, okay, plaid. Anyways.
It makes sense, really, because, like, you know how you say plat.
Yeah, but just ignore it. It's
I don't
plaid.
know, it's the spelling of it makes it seem like it's played.
Yeah.
It does. It breaks the laws of English.
I sleepily typed to my friend the other day. I was like, do you ever think how it's weird that dough and rough are spelled the same but are said differently?
What?
Yeah, dough is spelled D-O-U-G-H, and rough is R-O-U-G-H.
Yeah, I
They're
know,
spelled
but you said
differently.
they were spelled the same, and I thought you were like counting the two beginning letters, the D and the R, as being the same. I was
Oh,
like,
no!
huh?
I'm not gonna
Pardon?
lie, I thought when Ali first said doe, I thought she meant doe as in a deer. And I was like,
A female
A
deer.
deer.
The hills are alive.
To be honest, the first thing that came into my head when she said rough was R-U-F-F anyway.
Jesus Christ.
You guys, why?
English.
Oh, God.
There's a reason why it's pretty hard to learn.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
that's for sure. Anyways.
I think I've left Jules
English is
downstairs
weird.
playing Skyrim for like an hour.
I love Skyrim.
Let me tell you, I subjected myself to 2 years of Skyrim.
I don't like
wish
it.
I
I
could
don't
fucking
like.
zoom.
I don't like huge free roaming games. I'm really awful. I don't know why. It just doesn't appeal to me.
I wish that they put Silent Hill on the computer.
Mm.
I've got the Silent Hill collection on my PlayStation, but
I know that recently they released Battle Block Theater on Steam, and the trailer was really funny, because I love the guy who was narrating for the game, so I was like, yes, but I don't have Steam, so no.
I'm being a really good boyfriend. I've let Jules borrow my Steam so he can play Bioshock on mine because he doesn't have
actually,
it on his.
you don't really need to do that. You can just register the sharey thing.
Michael, here's the thing. He's getting the achievements for me that I have on my 360 but can't
I
play
see,
on my
I
computer.
see.
So it's gonna
Did
look.
you ever finish 1995 mode?
No, I didn't try again. It's horrible. It's
Just
hell.
rubbing some
Ali.
salt in that wound.
It's hell. Oh my god, I need to do it, but it's hell. Oh, that's Bioshock Infinite, not Bioshock though. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Briefly
cry.
on the discussion of games, I realised that I was the worst ever at playing Lego Marvel because I was complaining on Twitter about how I had to rack up like this amount more coins so I could just finish the game. My friend goes to me, it's like, do you know about like the things that multiply the bricks and they stack up? And I was like, what? They do what now?
Yeah.
And when I learnt that, I finished it in like 10 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it always nice when you've played a game all the way through and then you realise that there's this really helpful thing that
Yeah.
you could have done?
The little
That you
cheats,
can-
but not really
Well, see,
cheats.
I played like 30 hours of Rust before I realised that if you right clicked you could aim down the sights of a gun.
I don't like
just
aiming
always
down the
assume that
sights.
in games.
Pardon?
I just always assume the right click in games. I'm like, if it doesn't zoom in, I get really annoyed.
So
I did play a lot of first person shooter.
this
Me
isn't
neither.
related to games, but you know we were talking about Bake Off.
Yeah.
I went
Yeah.
on Facebook on my phone, and like 13 minutes ago, the Great British Bake Off posted Ian's second version of the bake, like that bake, and it actually looks really good. And I'm really upset that he didn't get to make it properly.
Oh, no.
Why would you do this?
Oh, my God.
I think they should bring Ian back because like if what's her face left.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I don't think anyone should have been fired. To be fair,
Yeah, they were saying like
Fired.
the way it turned out, no one should have left that week.
yeah. The way
I
I just
suppose-
said that though sounded like I was doing The Apprentice as well, which is another
You're
great,
fired from Bake Off.
another great British thing.
I
Oh,
can't watch The Apprentice because I just want to stab everyone.
yeah, I do that.
Do you stab people?
No, I want to stab people. I wanted to stab someone today because they were, oh my god, they were chatting shit about non-binary pronouns, and I was like, please hold the
Oh, I
fuck
saw your
up.
post about that. Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I saw it,
so angry, like they're trans as well, and I was just like, dude, like you expect people to respect your pronouns, and yet you're sat here talking shit about someone else's. You can't preach that you want acceptance when you don't accept someone else. And
Oh, I
was
just don't get people because people do this all the time. They compartmentalize one thing.
Yeah.
And it's like people are like, oh, it's bad to be transphobic because blah blah and blah, but it's like, wait, that same concept is applied to like all of oppression, and people just don't get it. It applies to everything.
But the worst thing is he went, it's totally invalidating trans rights and being unprogressive, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? These are pronouns for non-binary trans people. How are they not, like,
But Rue, you have to be the binary.
Oh my god! But it's the fact that we're going against, like, the norm kind of thing.
Binary.
Yeah.
Binary is important, Rue.
Oh,
Everything has to be binary.
Michael! Michael!
Binary for D.
I
was
was
when Rue gets mad, you can just hear it in his voice. It's just the dragon is unleashed.
I was so angry, and I was sitting there typing it as calmly as I could.
For those who don't know, I'm being sarcastic.
I know. I know
you are, but just in case.
I was sat there and I was typing it as calmly as I could. It's kind of like, dude, the thing that you're saying is wrong and also really shitty, and you shouldn't make fun of people because, you know, these are pronouns to make other people feel more comfortable, and even if you don't get it, you don't have to get it, you just have to respect that and, like, understand that that's what people want you to use, and you should do it because you expect people to use these pronouns for you, and so you should do it for them. And he was just like, no, I will kill someone.
I'm shitty.
He went,
I'm
I will call...
shitty's true scum forever.
Yeah, but the thing is, he went, I will, if someone asked me to call them he, I will do it. If someone asked me to call them she, I will do it. If someone asked me to call them then I will do it. Like, if you ask me to call you something, I will do it. And then he went, but if someone asked me to call them bun, then no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to walk away because you're being shit and shitting on my rights as a trans person. And I was just like, what? What? Stop. Pardon. Shut up. Why?
Sometimes trans men are the worst.
Yeah, we can be really shit. But I was just like, oh my god, like, you can't expect one thing to be done for you and then just, like, shit on someone else when they're in the same position that you are. I don't understand people.
Yeah, I stopped popping into the trans men groups because it's just like a heaving shithole of...
Like, I'm not going to pretend that I understand the pronouns, but if someone wants that, then you just listen to it. It's not hard. And then you can educate yourself on it.
It's just a rejection of binary language, and
it's
just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, the other thing...
It's just an expression, isn't it?
The other thing I was saying was, like, you know, gender-neutral pronouns, like Z and Zir and everything. Like, they must have been kind of odd to begin with, but, you know, they're more accepted now because, you know, things change, and so who's to say that, you know, these pronoun choices are weird because they're not. They're just what someone else feels comfortable with. And I was so angry. I'm getting angry thinking about it just because I was like, you're wrong. You are so wrong. Educate yourself.
Yeah.
It's the worst when you know people are beyond... It's
Yeah.
like when they're beyond talking to.
Yeah, because their last comment was, whatever, man, like, you obviously can't change my opinion and I can't change yours, so let's just drop it. And I was like,
Your opinion is so wrong.
Oh,
So
no.
wrong.
Yeah, but then, like, the thing is, I couldn't say anything in reply. I couldn't be like, well, you know, I was just kind of like, oh, if I say something, then I'm going to get all of your friends telling me that I'm shit and that I should just respect someone's opinion. And I'm just like, your opinion's shitty and wrong, but fine, I won't argue with you because you're not going to change.
I hate that.
And it was so
It's like
irritating.
people are like, oh, respect people's opinions, but it's like, no, your opinion's wrong.
Yeah.
Kind of related to that, but also going back to video games for like 5 minutes, is the whole kind of thing. It's like feminist frequency sort of took off a bit more popularly this week among like game developers, and that just led to such a backlash among like entitled Game Boys. It was
Game
awful.
Boys.
Game Boys.
Just imagining the technology, like, oh!
What is this
Really
shit?
angry little Game Boys.
Oh.
I mean, and it was really, some of the stuff was really terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know whether
Oh my god.
you saw the guy that was properly threatening her horribly.
Yeah, and
just
then rather than just admitting the fact that some people are shitty and threatening her, they're like, oh, she did it herself, she's made it up, and you know, her family and friends are doing it. You know?
My friend recently wrote an article for, I think it's the News Hub, about how male gamers need to start listening to women when they say stuff about gaming, and I thought it was really good. So I might put it in the link description.
Is it the Rainbow Hub?
It wasn't. It was. I think it was called the News Hub. She linked it on her Tumblr. I really like her writing. She's very, very good. And
Rude.
the other thing is that
Don't you like my writing?
I love your writing, Michael. But the other
Have you read my writing?
shh. I'm being a supportive friend. But the other thing is, if she gets like more likes and stuff on it, she can get paid for the article, which is really good because she's a really good writer as well. So I'm going to put it in the link dump.
Anyway, we're super running over, so we should probably wrap up. Otherwise, poor Amy's going to have one hell of a job of editing.
Sorry, Amy.
That's fine.
We
I don't
love
mind.
you. You're
This is
great.
my incredibly boring weekend, and the weather is incredibly Scottish. So.
Oh.
My poor Australian co-worker is actually spending this week up in Scotland, so...
Pardon me,
It
sorry.
was so nice yesterday. I think they're fucked for the rest of the weekend.
Oh no.
Well, they're all the week. They're coming back on Monday next week, I think, so...
Cool.
But poor Australian, because they usually live in Adelaide and they're going up to Scotland. I'm like, why would you choose Scotland?
Just a change of scene with very different weather.
Yeah. Very cold for them, probably.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, I can't deal with temperature over 25 degrees Celsius.
Neither.
No, I don't think anyone in England can, in the UK can, to be honest.
I probably could if I didn't have a binder on, but oh my god, when it gets hot.
But it's even worse in London, though. Something about London makes it like
London and
100
crowds.
times worse. Yeah.
Crowds and heat.
I hope you guys never visit Florida because it's terrible. It was
My friend
boiling.
Susie's currently in Florida because it's her 21st birthday and she's visiting. She went to Disneyland maybe
no,
not
it's
Disneyland,
the
but
worst to go to the parks when it's hot because
she
it reflects off the
she
pavement.
loved it. She absolutely loved it. She's been posted on Facebook like, I'm in America. I love it, and I was like, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, in America, they have, like, air conditioning, so you can just go chill in
Yeah.
an air-conditioned area. Whereas in the UK, we don't really, so you're just kind of walking around like,
No, but we have to have
why?
air conditioning or we'll basically die of heat stroke because it gets
We
really
spoke
hot
about this
down
on the
here.
podcast before, I think.
In the UK, you get like that one fan that your family has for when it gets really hot.
Oh.
Yeah, and if
Everyone
it's
tries to hog it.
yeah, my brother has it in his room for just that reason,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I hate you, Fred.
Anyway, wrapping up.
Yeah.
Remember, by,
Yes.
Okay, so is there anything that anyone wants to plug?
No. It was my
No.
birthday and it was Amy's birthday. Send us happy birthdays even though our birthdays are already passed. Yay.
Yay, birthday. Okay, bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for listening. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye. No escape.
No! 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 Michael Ward!